Welcome back to the show. We now return to Austria as we conclude our highlights of the Peak to Creek. Since starting out on skis on the glacier, the athletes have been racing for 2 hours. Hurry up, see you in a bit. The competition format at Peak to Creek is a particular one. At first, Stuart Watson climbs up the boulder to get his gear. He then jumps back down, puts on his gear and climbs one of the 3 chosen routes.
Okay, passt.
I think our climber has gained an entire minute.
Geil.
Jan Ulrich is the last cyclist to hit the road. The bike course is 26 kilometers long and it'll take the riders about 1 hour and 15 minutes to complete. Every athlete has an individual attitude towards his sport concerning training, preparation. Climbers have a totally different muscle structure, for instance, and particularly in extreme ranges, these other muscles can prevent injuries if trained properly. Becoming a blinkered specialist makes an athlete vulnerable. Extremely good at one sport, he's susceptible in case something unusual happens. That's why I practice so many different sports. That's why this here is exactly the right thing. Mike started in first position and is first to hand over the baton. Nevertheless, the fastest rider on the bike was Antonio Corradini. I usually recover quite quickly, to be honest, but I have to say that Jan's old bike, which he has lent me today, gave me wings. I'm really happy. The climbing went well today. However, an altitude difference of 1,000 meters on a new bike is quite a strain on the gluteal muscle. Very tough. There was a headwind down in the valley already, so there was no easy downhill pedaling. And the climb was just, well, this time of year with only 300 training kilometers, you won't be able to easily climb a mountain like this one. But then, I'm an amateur athlete nowadays. Mike, does your bike have an electric motor on it or what? Well, thanks for your bike, man. It worked out beautifully. The course has an altitude difference of 800 to 850 meters. There's a steep section at the beginning, some flat terrain in the middle before it turns steep again towards the finish. I think it'll take us about 40 minutes. At 1 o'clock, it's the ski mountaineers' turn. They have to adapt to the mild temperatures in the spring.
Also ich muss schauen, dass ich die richtigen Felle verwende.
I need to make sure to use the right skins. They must have good gliding properties on the wet snow. That's of primary importance. If the skins glide well, I'm at an advantage. But if I choose the wrong ones, they'll slow me down. Concerning the clothing, we're used to racing with long sleeves. We were joking that we can try and compete in short sleeves.
Una gara da poter fare maniche corte.
I've never been to this region before, but now that I've come here I can see that it's been worth it. It's a great playground, not only for paragliders but for other outdoor freaks as well.
Nicht nur für Gleitschirmflieger, aber sondern für auch andere Outdoor-Freaks.
Push, man, push! Push! Push, push! Yeah.
The ski mountaineers hand over to the paragliders at an altitude of 2,100 meters. Stefan Haas is the first one attempting to take off. But Gunter Kirschbaumer's glider gets entangled in Stefan's shoes. Even though he manages to drop the glider, Gunter needs to take the time and prepare his flight from scratch. Please set up the glider down there. I don't think I'll be able to take off from over there.
Oh, ja. Super, danke.
While the chances of Gunter's team are diminishing, Gabor, the third glider, flies away in the direction of the village of Uvex. Couldn't he have put the glider a meter further to the side? That's it. It's really annoying. A couple of minutes later, the Tyrolean has finally made it. He takes off below the planned start ramp. Gabor Kezi of Hungary competes in paragliding acrobatics, both individually and as a synchro flyer. Stefan Haas is the first to land in the transition area in Uvex, where the paragliders hand over to the kayakers, and after that the rafts will start their journeys down the river. On the Velebrucker, the kayakers are faced with Class 5 whitewater, just one step below the highest degree of difficulty. The cataracts belong to the most difficult whitewater racecourses in the world.
How the Velebrucker was formed from boulders, it makes it quite difficult or dangerous because there's a lot of water going underneath rocks. So you don't really want to swim in there. And the fact that the river's about 5 degrees means if you swim in there, you have about 30 seconds to make it to the side before your body will just shut down.
It's about letting the kayak flow with the water, not against it. Otherwise you'll get pushed below the surface and you won't make it very far. We as kayakers know each other very well. However, it's nice to look beyond your own nose, to see what other guys are up to. I know some of them from when I was a teenager, like Jan Ulrich, for instance. It's great to get to know him. We'll see if we can close the gap a bit, but we have secured the podium, that's for sure. About 4 hours ago, the skiers set off on the Rettenbach Glacier. Every team has overcome 7,000 meters of difference in altitude from the top of the mountain to the bottom of the valley. After just 40 minutes on the rafting boat, the victory cannot be taken from the leaders anymore. It was really cool, I have to say. Never before have I tried the sport of rafting, and I thought it would be much more dangerous to fall out, when it was really just fun. It was great. It was amazing that we could see the other boat behind us, which is why we had to go full speed. Then we saw that they'd got stuck on a rock, and it was clear that our lead would be enough. At the end, it was a relatively comfortable victory.
All right, man. Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, good job. Good way to recover. Yeah. Podium. Right. Yeah. Get out. Great. All right, cool.
Our rafting team was by far the best on the river, so I'm pretty sure we made some time. And if it was a race just in that last part, we would have won for sure.
I already took part last year. I enjoyed it very much then. They're all top athletes. They're very easy to get to know. Everyone is a master of his trade. I'm very impressed by the other athletes' performances. For example, the way our paraglider came looping down. It was quite incredible. I've never seen anything like this live. We'll sit together for a while now and celebrate for a bit. This was a fabulous advertisement for the Uvex Valley, a demonstration that all these sports can be practiced together here.